Gold makes a record high in Aussie dollars with limited reporting. Welcome to Australian Mining for New Starters. And for those that have got an interest in the mining industry, you will know that gold made a record price in Australian dollars overnight. So if we have a look at my screenshot off my phone from Kitco, the Australian dollar price, it's $3,138.91. That's the asking. So it's well over $3,000. And if we go back and have a look, you can see it's been around this is the 30 days. It's been a little bit low and it's kicked up off there. And there's a couple of reasons that it's kicked up. But if we have a look back even further, you'll see that this is a 5-year chart in Australian dollars, and you'll see that it rose up and then it's pretty much gone across around that 2,500 or 2,600 mark, and now for the last 6 months to 8 months it's been hovering around that $3,000 mark. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One of the main reasons is that if we come over and we Google, all I did was Google gold makes a new high in Aussie dollars, you'll see that the stories, the people that have covered it is the Kalgoorlie Miner and ABC. But if we have a look, it turns out that it's ABC Goldfields Esperance that is covering it. And they bring up a valid point in the fact that there's the Israeli-Gaza war going on, which is why people are buying gold. Traditionally, people do buy gold around, wartime and all that sort of stuff, but the Ukrainian stuff's been going on for ages, and it hasn't really done that much to the gold price. What's really happened, that happened quite coincidentally at the same time as this happened, is that BRICS launched their blockchain, their digital payment method. And this is a really good video if you want to have a look at it. I'm not going to put it up because of copyright claims and all that sort of stuff. And she's an independent journalist, and because she sort of tells the truth about everything, some of the platforms that she's on aren't really into it, but she explains about BRICS Pay in this, how it's blockchain and how it allows the countries in BRICS now to directly use their own currency to make payments and all that sort of stuff, and ultimately move away from the US dollar, which is what it's all about. And if you come over to my page and you type BRICS, and you'll see the ones that I've done about BRICS in here. And I did one years ago now, 3 years ago, about how Australia's become the new iron bank to the world, because that's with the new big BRICS Pay. Everything's traded. If you've got anything left over in your currency, like I said in these videos, you just take it down to the Shanghai Gold Exchange and exchange it for gold. So everybody's using their own currency, and if you've got too much of one currency left over, you just take it down to the Shanghai Gold Exchange, exchange it for gold, and whack it into your reserve bank. And that's the other thing that's been going on too for the last sort of 2 years, that the mainstream media like these guys don't really report on, is that all the reserve banks, the non-Western reserve banks, all the reserve banks that would be involved with BRICS countries and countries that want to be involved in BRICS, have all been dumping the US dollar and been buying gold. And so that means that if you're in Australia looking for a mining job at the moment, one of the best places to look is in the gold industry. This is the map with all the gold mines and base metal mines around the country loaded up with it. A lot of the copper mines also produce gold. There's gold mines all over the country, and at the price that it is, everybody's looking for everything. And if you type underground into Seek, you don't have to go far to see all the jobs that come up. Entry-level underground here in WA. Truck drivers, this is going to be entry-level because they're not going to be able to get anybody. There's entry-level off-siding. Entry-level off-siding in South Australia. Entry-level in New South Wales. See, the issue that all these employers have got isn't teaching you how to drive the underground truck. It's teaching you enough about how the mine works so they can leave you alone in the mine to operate safely. If they don't feel that you know enough about what everybody does around you so you can navigate your way around the mine by yourself safely, then you don't have a job. So the longer you need someone sitting behind you in a truck or beside you as the nipper or whatever you're doing as the Aggie driver or whatever around the mine, the longer longer that you need a buddy to be telling you where to go and what to do and all that sort of stuff, and not do this and not do that, and stops you from making mistakes and all that sort of stuff, the longer that goes on, the more chances are that you're going to fail in the job. And that's the whole point behind the training that got written years ago, the Intro to Underground. If you can go in and show the employers that you know how their mine works, you've actually genuinely got something to offer them, because like I said before, that's the hard bit they have. Teaching you how to drive the truck's easy. The hard bit that they have is getting all that mining information into you so they can leave you alone safely. So if you've already done it yourself, it puts you in a really good position to get a job. So that's what's going on with the gold price. If you want to get into the mining industry, I wouldn't be looking at iron ore or coal at the moment. I'd be concentrating on the base metals and gold. That's where all the price hikes are at the moment. That's where all the interest is, and that's where everybody's ramping up their operations. So I hope you found that information helpful, and it's a really significant price hike in the gold price, and you'll notice that you haven't seen it on any news bulletins. You literally have to go to ABC and Esperance or Kalgoorlie Miner to get a report out of it. And that's right in the heart of gold country at the moment, so it's right from the horse's mouth. But you'd think that gold being $3,138 would have made the nightly news bulletin, especially since most of it's hanging around people's necks and on their fingers and around their wrists and all that sort of stuff. You're a lot richer than you actually thought that you were, because most people only look at the US gold price, not the Australian gold price. And the other thing too is that over $3,000 an ounce, I'm expecting there to be an old-timey type gold rush, where a whole heap of people with gold detectors, they go and spend the $6,000 or $7,000 on the gold detector, and they go prospecting full time. Because there's lots of opportunity around the place that's going to present it for itself, and so there's going to be there's a lot of people doing it already, but I can just see more people doing it as the price increases, and as the knowledge of the public of the price increasing, that people will start getting their gold detectors and going bush and trying to make a bit of money on the side, because you don't have to make too many ounces for it to be profitable anymore in a serious way. So like I said, I hope you found that information helpful, and if you've got any questions about the mining industry, please send them through, and if you could like and subscribe the channel. Thanks.